Hello, today I'm going to show you around this pride and joy of mine, my daily driver, that I'm selling at the minute because it's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I've seen Hoovie's garage, but this is worse. So yeah, this is my 1987 Chevrolet Custom Deluxe, which for some reason I absolutely love, but it's gotta go because there's a lot wrong with it. So yeah, let's get started. Let me show you around first of all. So we'll start at the back. I mean, the rubbish in the back isn't actually an issue. That's just rubbish that I need to get rid of. As you can see, the line here is absolutely perfect. That's, aerodynamics working perfectly there. You can see at the back where it was spray painted before and someone didn't spray paint it correctly. Trust me, I'll get to the good on this. Let's just start with the bad. This light on this side doesn't work because the cables are actually down here somewhere. There they are, I think, instead of up here. Again, not great. This thing is, well, it works, but it's ridiculously difficult to open. The Chevrolet badge on the back looks class. Obviously tow bar, which is amazing. And then we get to the side here. It's got these retro things. I'll show you the interior in a few, but it's got these retro door opens, which are cool. One thing I do like is the sound of the metal. It's such a satisfying sound. Mirror, which the glass has been replaced. We won't get into that. Needs to be replaced here as well, as you can see. And then, of course, this is the Custom Deluxe 15, which makes it sound great, but it's actually the base model. I do love these tires though, although I'm not quite sure what has happened here. Somehow the tire wall has been taken off that, which is crazy because these are quite rugged tires. The size of the thing, as an Irish person, we don't have pickup trucks back home, so this is massive. Obviously you've got the hood ornament here, which is just awesome. Love this. Very secure. Comes right off. So yeah, there's that. So that, just get back in there. There we go. Windscreen wipers, there's two of them. So, America got something right. At the front here, I've replaced these out with LEDs because before these windows were polarized and I couldn't see a thing. And I thought it was the lights. The lights did help actually with these new LEDs, but it turns out it was all a mixture of the two, so that had to be changed because many crashes nearly ensued. This here, obviously small badge, changed it, didn't like the big American one, didn't need it with the hood ornament, so that was pointless. And as you can see, it very badly needs a wash. But otherwise, she's actually quite clean. Let me show you the interior and then we'll get to the engine. So then we come to the interior of this truck, which is ridiculously American. It's oversized, it's uncomfortable, the suspension is crazy, but there's something about these things that make you feel like a man, which is amazing. Especially in this setting. I mean, as I show you around this dash now in a minute, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done in this thing, which is part of the reason I'm getting rid of it, because I need something more reliable so that I can save up to get something more ridiculous. But this thing is just massive, it's huge, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, let me turn the camera around, you're going to see what I mean here. So you've got these ridiculous, typical old American bench seats that just come the whole way across. There was actually polarized on this the whole way around, but it's a great view, especially you've got that kind of almost Mercedes style hood ornament at the top there, only a Chevrolet, which doesn't really bode well for it. Yeah, so this whole thing at the back here was polarized. Dash is fantastic. I'm in the middle of fixing the windows, so I don't have these quarter panels as I should do. those quarter opening windows are just amazing, built for smokers. So is this ashtray, which is just the coolest thing in the world, because you know I can just take this out, and as you can tell, I am in fact a smoker. I'm trying to quit, but how 80s is that? How like class is that? Obviously in here you've got all the things you need: our steering fluid, you know, the important things, whiskey for when you break down and cry at the side of the road, 80s watch, which I didn't know I had. That's class, keep that. And there's just tons of room in here, except someone bolted a massive subwoofer back there. I don't know if you can see it. Horn doesn't work. 4-speed, this is upside down, so it should look like this. 4-speed gearbox. Someone has put a modern stereo in here, which is alright, I guess. No aircon, which is horrible because where I am right now is like 30-degree heat and I'm baking, and neither of the windows has winders on it at the minute, so I can't roll it down. Yeah, but apart from that, absolutely beautiful truck. And yeah, so let's just pop the hood here and have a quick look. So actually popped without me punching it for a change, so that's good. I like these struts here, keep it upright. You know, it's not clean as in it needs cleaning, but it's actually a pretty, this is the one part of the truck that really stands out. The engine, once it's heated up in the morning, is really reliable. Small leak here with the power steering fluid, but hence the power steering fluid in the thing. I need to get that fixed, but I'm selling it and I don't really see the point. It's a straight 6 4.8 liter, really reliable block, absolutely fantastic, naturally aspirated. This carb actually has been completely rebuilt and changed, so it works really nicely now, because before it was there's no other word, fucked, complete mess. This battery, completely new and completely filthy. I'm not really sure what's going on in here, but something is making this engine really filthy, as you can see. So there's got to be some sort of leak or spray here somewhere, I would assume. That, or I don't know, because it doesn't look like anything's actually leaking. Maybe it's just, I don't know, there's no smell, no nothing, so it runs really tidy. So I'm not really sure what's going on there, but yeah, that's the block of the beast. This is my 1987 Chevrolet, and time to take it for a drive, I guess, and show you what it's like on the road. Let's go. So now I'm taking this thing for a drive. You've probably noticed that I've changed. That's for two reasons. One, the heat, and two, because it's a different day. I got caught up after making the video yesterday and had to. So this is one area where, you know, I really don't want to get rid of this thing, because even though it's absolutely terrible at bumps, your road clearance is incredible. You don't have to worry about bumping over everything. I feel like I could drive over a mid-sized Toyota and not even notice that I've done it. And I love that. And also, if I'm honest, the way that straight 6 sounds, it's not that burble you get from American V8s. It's more just, it sounds like a, how would I describe it? A sporty English car, but in, sorry, also the GoPro is not working right now, so this is being recorded solely on my phone, so if that happens again, I apologize. So yeah, it's this like kind of sporty feel, and dogs don't even bother it, you know. So you get this great noise from the engine. It's rear wheel drive. It's only about 120 horsepower. It weighs about 4 tons. I imagine less than 4, but it weighs a lot, let's put it that way. So it's not exactly fast by any stretch. However, Jesus, I need to get that GoPro sorted. However, the one thing it is torquey. It's got a lot of pull. I mean, you can be driving this thing with about 17 million people in the back, and I mean, I've had 20 in there, which I probably shouldn't admit, but it's absolutely fine. It just pulls and pulls and pulls. Like right now, I got to carry a massive load of a pizza home, and that's going to be tough. But yeah, there's just something really, really nice about driving this thing. The steering wheel's huge, you got this high driving position, and it's just absolutely fantastic. I love nothing more than going for a drive in this and spinning the back wheels. And you know, it's despite all of its faults, I am going to miss this thing. I'm going to miss this thing when I see it. I really, really am. Really gonna miss it when I sell it, because it's absolutely just a stunning thing to drive. You know, that's one thing that sorry, just get a little bit emotional here. Really gonna miss this thing. Really gonna miss this thing. So I've just picked up the important package, a pizza, which will go nicely with the other important package which is hidden in this truck. And you know what? Let's see if it starts it first time. Just gonna run out of gas soon though, so that is what brings me on to the things that are wrong with this truck. I've pointed out a few already, but I also said how nice it was to drive, so let's talk about the things that make it not so nice to drive. One, clutch is ridiculously heavy. I mean, every time I sit in this, I feel like I'm doing a full, and there it goes again, I'm doing a full workout, because the clutch is just absolutely awful. On top of that, the speedometer doesn't work, so I have absolutely no idea how fast I'm driving at any given time. The fuel gauge, I have a lot of fuel when I go fast, very little fuel when I go slow, and no fuel when I brake. What else is there? One of the tires badly needs a new one. Suspension, surprisingly, I know I'm jumping around a lot, but suspension's been completely replaced. That's good, real good. It's just suspension back in those days was non-existent, especially in America. I mean, us Europeans, we got a handle on those things pretty quickly. Steering is surprisingly light. However, as I mentioned when I showed you the engine, I have to get a fuel or a line fixed, because it is leaking power steering fluid, something awful, which means that every few days, if I don't keep topping it up, it gets very heavy. And trust me, you need power steering in something like this. Apart from that, and it being shipped when it's cold, apart from all of those things, it's actually a fantastic drive, and I'm really going to miss this thing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to try and bump my way home. Talk to you soon, guys.